Hello and welcome back to City Bus Manager, and here we are once again with our company Dave Coach in the fabulous Welsh city of Swansea. So in the last episode we got some bendy buses but we've not used them, so let's be honest, it's bendy time in this episode. But before we get on to this episode, let's quickly recap a little bit of the last episode, and the eagle-eyed of you would have spotted this green icon down here, Internet Contracts. Because in the last episode we researched Wi-Fi on our buses and we have a contract. So we got the budget wireless, which is the cheapest one we can go for. We had to crank it right up. So each one of these contracts covers all of our buses. So every single one of our buses runs off this, and we have a 64 gig a day, which I don't think is a huge amount for like 30 odd buses when we have hundreds of people using them over all day, but maybe it is, I'm not quite sure. But as it currently stands, we have used up a large portion of our 64 gig. We started about 8 o'clock and we've used up over 40, so that's now 43 gigabytes of data used up, 21 remaining. Can I load this at all to save? No, I can't. So one step down takes to 32, which will not be enough. So we need to leave it on the 64 gig for 104. And if we go to Octomobile, just want to see how much this would cost. Because the logo is a lot cooler. There's a lot more customer satisfaction. But how much would 64 here cost us? Okay, so 133. And we can cap out at 256. Okay, so these are going to do a lot more than I thought. I mean, that's a lot of money to be spending on Wi-Fi when we don't really need it. So we're going to leave it down low on this one for now. And it's still half the price for 64 gig as 104 to the 240 for 16 here of Sky Mobile. So we'll ignore them and we'll come back. Oh, we're nearly at the end of the day. As it currently stands, all we have left is a couple of our underground service running and the Picton. Okay, I'm going to pause it and we're going to check what our usage is. So we're going to use up about 44 gig today. And we'll probably use a little bit less tomorrow because that is a Sunday and less buses are needed on the Sunday. Anyway, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to sort of speed through and we'll rejoin in the morning. I'm going to get these buses painted up and fixed and just make sure that everything here is washed and cleaned and ready to go for the Sunday service or for the Monday if they're not used. I suppose what we should do first is sort out our shift schedule. So today is all sorted, and then for Sunday assign drivers automatically and then assign buses. There we go. Nothing's looking too busy, everyone's got lots of space. So let's go. I'll see you in a bit. Okay, so as we're speeding through this, probably time for me to give you a quick Swansea fact. I'm going to give you a very quick one. So after the football one last week, I thought it would be good if we explained why it changed from town to city, or when it changed from town to city. So when, it's quite easy, changed in 1969. There it is, 69 popping up once again. Seems to be quite prevalently. I'm not looking for them, I swear, it's just coincidence. And why? Well, it was to celebrate the coronation of Prince Charles as Prince of Wales in 1969. He is now obviously King Charles III, but yeah, he didn't become Prince of Wales when he took on the role of being heir to the throne, because he was 4 when he became heir to the throne, so we had to wait I think another 15 years or something, or 17 years. So he was like 21 when he took on the role. So yeah, a celebration for becoming Prince of Wales, Swansea was made a city. I do not know if another Welsh city was elevated to city status for Prince William becoming Prince of Wales. If anyone does know if that was the case, let me know down in the comments. But anyway, we are pretty much through to the Sunday morning. We have whizzed through the night. We have our fleet ready, cleaned, washed, painted, ready to go. The Bendy's there to go. It is now officially Bendy time. I will hand back now. See you in a moment. Okay, so we are back and the buses are now all heading out for their morning Sunday shifts. So there they all go. And I forgot. So I had to change it. I forgot that I hadn't reallocated buses. So for a one-off, we have a Bendy going out over here, and then very soon it will be changed to be just a midi bus. Anyway, what was I going to do? Oh yeah, so they're all going out. I'm going to start doing some research quickly. We're having an awful lot of our buses getting damaged by our drivers while they're out on service. So we're going to reduce the wear and tear and then just hopefully get less dirty and use less fuel. We'll upgrade bus stops, develop a mobile app. We will have some more of that, whatever that is. Reduce replacement parts cost by 10. Reduce repair times, probably very useful. And some better food. Happy days. And when we get to 30k, I will research a bigger depot space. We probably need a bigger one, as we've got lots of buses in here now, and everyone, all the spaces are full. So while I'm waiting for 30 grand to arrive, what we're going to do is we're going to put in a Bendy bus route. So if we look out here, what I want to do is I want to run out an express service all the way out to Gorsimon over here. I'm not sure if that's how you pronounce it, but that's how I'm going to pronounce it. And what I want to do is I want to find like a central hub point of Gorsimons around like this high street here, or shopping centre, or whatever this is. And then I want to run a whole bunch of like internal local buses through it, which will connect through, and then they can join the express one, which can then connect onto the rest of the network, so people can sort of transfer through and make that all very nice and good. And then much later on, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in another stopper service back into town, which might come down through like these villages, through Growerton and places, and see what happens with that. Anyway, those are things that are happening soon, but what has happened just now is 31,000. We only needed 30, we've got 32. We are progressing along nicely, so we'll expand our company premises. We're moving to a bigger venue. Right, are they moving to a bigger venue? We'll be unlocking this lovely patch of grass over here. So what messages do we have? Hello, my family is complaining more and more that I just work all day. It would be good if I didn't have to work overtime in the future. What are you eating at the moment? That hardly counts as overtime, I would have thought. But anyway, I'm going to leave you to that bit of complaining, because we have routes to put in. And I want to do a new express route. We our own bus route, and we're going to start in over here, obviously at the bus station, because where else? And then I'm going to do a couple of stops going out. I'm going to stop it here, and then we're going to have to use lots of waypoints. Okay, too many waypoints. Delete. And delete. There we go. Interesting. Tell you what, we'll go this way, and then we'll put a waypoint in over here, a waypoint in over here. Hopefully that's kept you on the road that I want, because I want them to be taking like the main road going out. I feel like that would be the quickest route for them. Then the stop of the roundabout here, so they can sort of pick people up here and sort of share, because this loop in here gets very busy. So maybe people will just jump off here and can transfer if they need a quicker route into town. Then I'm going to come zooming all the way up here. We're going to stop here by the Park and Ride at the Star Inn. Then we're going to come racing through. We'll do a quick stop at the supermarket. They might want to use it, so we'll stop. No, we won't. We'll stop at that one there, and then we're going to come all the way back through, stopping here and a few places, coming in through here, once here and up there, and then we'll just loop round and race it all the way back in. So I've practiced this route before, which is why I wanted to come this way, and I put those stops in up over there, and then we'll stop at U, come all the way down here, and then I'm going to have to put a little waypoint in on the roundabout. So, oh no, that's not quite right, is it? So we'll delete that one. Oh, of course we need to put a stop in at the park and ride anyway. Park and ride. There we go. Now we'll do the waypoint over here. Make sure they go round the roundabout. And then stopping there. Lovely. So that's got all of that one sorted out. And then we're going to come charging back in. Better remember to put our waypoints in so that everything keeps going the correct way. One there. And then we do the final bus stops. And this will be SW16. And you do A for articulated. Even though I've moved it to the bendy section, if I put a B in, it's going to clash with the big bus. I'll do this every 30 minutes and every 15 at rush hour, and we'll carry on until 10:30. Standard. So yeah, 10:30. Why not? The last service leaves at 10:30. Happy days. We need 4 buses. We have that. Advanced settings. So we'll put obviously on the bendies. We'll do not on Sunday because we do the standard thing. And then stand 6 here, which is the one where we loop around. We use this as our waiting point, and I'll put 4 minutes on there. And then so it leaves at past. So that's quite a nice, comfortable sort of loop, and it will just sort of zoom in as quickly as possible in between. So we'll copy that, and we'll put it onto our Sunday schedule, which will be here, paste, and I've got enough buses. I'll do every half an hour till 9 o'clock. Confirm. And now what I need to do is just get these buses allocated up for today. So assign buses, assign drivers, happy days, and then let's play. And let's see where the bendies are. There should be a couple of them out. Oh, yeah, you're not a bendy, you're going that way. Where are the bendies? Well, we've got you going that way, but that doesn't really count. Oh, here we go. Out of service, let's zoom in and watch you. Oh, there we go. We have our depot expanded, and we have all this area in over here to use. So what I was also wanting to do was, as we have like the express service coming out here, and we start transferring people at this stop here, I thought what would also help is if we put in a stopper service that came out this way and through this industrial area into this commercial district, and obviously starting from over here. So I'll just quickly drop in that new route, number 17. So we're going to race out that same old way, and then when we get out here to the second roundabout, we're going to go squiggling up through these houses over here. That's more like it. So we pick up a few people in that loop there, and then we're going to loop through that little industrial unit there, and then into the park and ride, and back through, and then we'll get up, do a quick loop around the Tesco's in here, and then back out the way we came in. So the industrial unit, and then we go to the park and ride for the timing stop. Then when we get down here, it's like we can't turn in on that one on the top left, so we're going to have to come down, squiggle away through there, squiggle away through the houses, and then follow all the way back in with that waypoint there, so we don't go around that roundabout in a janky fashion. So Swansea City 17B, so we'll use another MIDI bus on this one. And then let's get this one going. So of course every half an hour, every 15. And then we're going to do this 15 minutes after normal. And then we're going to stop this one a bit early because there's a longer service, but it's also doing places where people work, so it's unlikely to have so many people running on it. Okay, advanced settings. We want the MIDI bus on it, and then bus station Blue West resting, and I want to do it at Cromwell roundabout, 2 minutes. And then where is it? Somewhere in here is a therapy unit. There we go. 2 minutes waiting there. Park and ride. 2 minutes waiting there. We're going to run through until we hit Tesco. So we've got the park and rides of 30. Tesco, this one here, we'll do 1 minute waiting there. And then we'll do back to the park and ride for 1 minute. So that'll be at 50 minutes. So yeah, we can work it out, I suppose. So the first one will be at 6:05 in the morning. Maybe that's early enough, maybe it's not. They'll have to manage. Therapy unit, 2 minutes. An hour after that, so the first one coming back in. And then there we go. Cromwell roundabout, Cromwell, I don't know how you pronounce it. 2 minutes waiting there. And then back in for 80. And that's fine. So we're looking at basically easy way of saying a 90-minute circuit, which requires 6 buses. So we'll copy that, get rid of that on Sunday, and then the new timetable coming across for Sunday. There we go. And we do that till 9 o'clock every half an hour, because it's a fairly busy service. It will have 3 buses out of the weekend. We'll paste that on there. Confirm. Happy days. And then we can go back to things racing along, and we will get these buses assigned and sent out. There we go. So how much Wi-Fi have we used up in a morning's service? We started with 64, we're down to 48 and a half, which is, well, that's 12 to 60, 16, 15 and a half gigabytes. That was some quick, struggly mental arithmetic. Oh, look at that, we have researched our better bus stops. So what I'm going to have to do in a moment is to get some more buses in for our weekday, because we put that new service in and that's taking up 6 buses. Our middies were already fairly well used, but I'm going to upgrade our city centre bus stops. So if I leave that, can I get this bus stop? Oh, I know what will help if I go bump, go away. There we go. Upgrade. Maximum level reached. Can I? Nope, that seems to be fine. Let's get rid of that. Nope. Oh yeah, because they're just buses, aren't they? And I'm going to upgrade these stops too, because they're just around the city centre and are likely to get high usage. Nope. There we go. You upgraded, and you. Happy days. And then we'll do a couple going down over this way. Upgradey. There we go. And I'll upgrade these 2 at the leisure centre. I say these 2. For completion's sake, we'll do that one too. But I'll leave these 2 in that centre there. I'm going to do the train station, because that must be a fairly busy one. There we go. Then I'm going to go up over here and I'm going to upgrade. Where is it? Oh, here it is. Gorsimon stand 6. There we go. Oh, nope. We'll let that bus leave and then we'll come back to stand 6 and upgrade. It's not very busy yet, but hopefully it'll get busier in a bit. There we go. That has used up. That has created some nicer bus stops for our passengers. Now what I want to do is I want to start a route over here and just hang on a minute. Why won't you connect over? Oh, okay. I wanted to connect over here for another road entrance coming, but it turns out you can only build off your current network. You can't have something slightly separated, so I just have to build it like this and connect it over that way. And then it's time for some more medium bays all the way along over here. There we go. A few more medium bays. So what are people saying in here? Hugo Keller. Good day, boss. It seems to be going very well in the company at the moment. As much work as there is, however, it would be better if the work could be divided among more employees. The current workload is too high in the long run. You are resting, but that's probably fair enough. I will need to get some more drivers in very soon. Oh, look at them queuing up for the loo over here. But the door's over here, you silly fools. Maybe I need a second toilet up here. I do have quite a few staff members around, so I suppose that's only fair enough. Anyway, what was I going to do? Oh yes, what was I going to do? It was get some more buses, which probably means I need to take my loan out. So this 70 grand here, it's a very cheap one. I'm only repaying 950 euros a day. This one is pretty cheap too. That's at 793, which is very cheap. But this one and this one are much more expensive. So this one's 1,268 and 75 cents. This is 1,014 euros a day. So it'd be quite nice to repay those in the long run. But anyway, I'll take this one, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy some buses. You know how this works. I go for second hand. I go and lowball the things. Anyway, what I will do is I'll get that done. I'll be back in a moment. Okay, so I have 6 new ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we now know what is required. It's just going to be repairing all of these bad boys up and get them all washed and cleaned so they can all be ready and painted for the morning service and then assigned as and where they need to be. And then, as well as sorting out those buses, it's probably worth fixing up all the ones that my drivers have damaged in today's service. There we go. We'll probably need those wipers fixed. It is Wales after all, and it is likely to be raining fairly substantially. Oh yeah, let's get them all sorted. So as the day draws to the close and most of those buses are being fixed, let's see how much internet we used up today. Okay, so we're down to 24 gigabytes, or 23.9, which means we have used up 40 gigabytes. Yeah, this is probably a good amount for that we've just ticked over. We'll get the buses out shortly and we can start getting them all fixed up. Oh, you broke your air conditioning on my new bus. I am not happy about that in the slightest. Anyway, we've got our bendies out and running. We have them coming back broken. This is very standard. This seems to be what we do an awful lot of. So what research do we have in here? Reduce wear and tear by another 10% and reduce dirt. There we go. We can do those two for the maintenance and cheaper parts, and better food. Happy days. As we have our buses down here, the only other thing that we need to have them ready for the morning is to have some more drivers. So I'll get 5 more drivers, and all we're looking for is anyone who's fairly cheap and fairly friendly. As long as they are green friendly, that's all that matters, because their skill levels bump up very quickly. So if we have 2 more nice people here. There we go. Like their skill levels will increase. Because if you look down here, we've only been running for a couple of weeks really. Advanced, 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 advanced. Over here, advanced, expert, advanced, expert. Advanced, 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 expert. So yeah, they are moving on up very quickly in the world and getting a lot better, which is good. Okay, what is the underground saying now? Dear ladies and gentlemen, you really do exceptionally good work. Oh, thank you very much. We are glad that we could win you as a reliable partner. Yours sincerely, Underground Swansea. I wonder how much money the underground route is making. It's probably way down the bottom. Oh, there he is. So, Underground Swansea, number 12. It's made us a little bit of money, but not very much. Our Bendy bus route hasn't made very much either. Look at that, only 875 euros today. Not a huge amount, whereas number 17B made 4,000, and that came a lot afterwards. So it swings and roundabouts really. Anyway, we've got a few of these buses now being repaired, and a few more still being, they're getting there too. I'll get them painted up, but what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to put them into our MIDI, put them in with our into the Swansea City MIDI 1 category, so that they are ready to be allocated when they are needed. Which should be good, because I imagine they'll be needed very, very soon. There we go. And I will get round to at some point dividing these up into Swansea City MIDI 1 and Swansea MIDI 2 and so on, as I work out if there's places that I need other buses. But there we go, that has them all done. So now what we're going to do is assign all the drivers. Not all shifts can be assigned because you have too few drivers available. I'll get another 5 drivers in just a second, but we'll assign the buses. Not all buses, because you do not have enough buses. Ooh, interesting. Well, I'll get 5 more drivers first. There we go, bus driver. 5 more. Happy, friendly people. Yes. 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 Do we have anyone else over here? Oh, you're cheap. 12.70. Hadn't spotted you. 14.10. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. So that should now have a few more buses. Not a few more, a few more drivers who to drive our buses. And these buses will hopefully be fixed up. And once they're fixed up, hopefully they'll be assignable to the people who need them. If not, we're going to have to quickly rush and buy a bus in the morning. What time are our 2 shifts that need to go out? Okay, one's very early in the morning. Assign bus driver. Okay, we don't have a bus for you. We're going to panic. And we're going to put you onto there for now. It's just a temporary fix. Hopefully by the time we come round to needing this one sorted, we would have made much more money on the Monday, and we'll be able to fix that. But that will wait for the next episode. As we push into Monday then, I'll have to remember to buy the bus for that one. As I'm saying goodbye, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through and paint up these buses that I've just brought, get them looking good and spick and span for the new day service. But we'll see them out operating tomorrow. Well, I say tomorrow, it is today, and it's going to be in the next one on Monday. No, it is Monday, how about that? Anyway, I'll see you then for that one. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, or whatever you're up to, and I'll see you again soon. Ciao for now.